Do you need something? Let's build it! Hello and welcome to the 11th part of the Waterlust Sailing Canoe building series. In the last episode we built the spars, and in the episode before we finished off the bottom of the boat, just flipped it over again to finish the top as well. So today things I'm gonna do is cut the opening for the trunk space, going to install the rod rails and also vanish the entire deck with 2 coats of clear coat. I'm first going to cut open the trunk case. We still have these parts here left which I didn't cut out yet. And here we have these spacers and the sill, which goes underneath the opening afterwards. These little spacers are used to mark the hole itself. Up here we have some little lining holes, so I'm going to drill these out, take these parts out of the framing, and then line the holes we have in front of the boat up with these holes, draw a line along the inside, cut that thing open, and then I can assemble this part down into the trunk. 6 smaller. I marked the area, line is on here. I'm now just quickly going to check how I'm going to cut it. I was going to cut it with my jigsaw, but the blade is kind of thick, and the thicker the blade is, the thicker the gap is. I can show you this here. The bigger the saw blade is you saw it with, the bigger this gap will be. And as you can see, a wide gap like this looks pretty shitty, whereas something like this would look amazing. Therefore I'm thinking about taking one of these little metal blades. Cutting will take forever with these, but the cut should be very thin. I'm going to measure how thick this is, take a drill bit accordingly to this, and then cut out that trunk case thing there. Stupid piece of shit, you stop sucking me, these stupid flies make me crazy. So now if the saw blade fits into there, we are on the winning side. And I think this should be long enough. Nice. So I'm trying not to sand too much on all of this, because every millimeter I sand away will be a gap later. Try and get this one out of here. So I just started drilling, and just from like the pressure I have to give on it to drill, I have the fear that if I push it, the fiberglass that's underneath here may splinter or come loose or something, so I'm just going to take a simple block of wood and clamp it underneath here so the wood and the fiberglass cannot splinter. Good, now that's done, so I don't need these 2 things longer as a template, so I can glue this hatch assembly together. I'm also going to coat these edges right there so they are watertight. That's it for today, and I will see you tomorrow, or for you in like 2 seconds. So here we go. I am full of dust again, but boat is sanded. Entire deck is smooth and dusty as well. Just glued in the hatch assembly, so this should be dry by tomorrow. Also sanded the hatch cover, and tomorrow I can see what this looks like. I sanded the entire deck again with 400 grit sandpaper. The entire deck is very smooth now. Also sanded the cover. Cover inlay is finished. So what I still need to do is do these little plugs to hold the cover inside. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to attach the rubber rails, which I have laying around here. So I already joined them together a long time ago. Yeah, so now it's finally time for them to go on the boat. Goddamn, messed up again. Just drove a screw too fast into there and the wood split. Just put a clamp on it so it doesn't split completely. Have to mix some epoxy, fill it up, let it dry, and probably lose another 2 days until this damn epoxy is dried. Goddamn, so stupid. But besides that, all of the other screws look quite good. So that's one side, apart from this little accident, all done and looking pretty good. To trim the edges, of course, and then can do the other side. So to trim the ends of rails like these to match exactly, here I'm screwing them almost to the ends so they sit flush together like they are at the moment. Then I take a thin saw blade and saw through it. Then once I saw through it, you can see the little gap. I'm going to adjust the screw, pull these tighter together, saw it again, screw it tighter together, saw it again, until this line here is flush, and then I know I have no gap in between there and everything should fit quite good. Both rails are on. Just dry screwed them so there's no glue whatsoever in the mix at the moment. It's the ultimate day. I'm going to varnish the deck. Just taped off the edges a little bit so there shouldn't be any runners. Cleaned everything, removed the gunwales. I'm going to round them and sand them, and then I'm going to oil them. I'm not going to varnish them, but I'm going to have to order a special oil for that, and I'm going to do that with all the hardware parts that I still need in the future. So I'm just going to leave them off for now and mount them together with all the blocks and cleats and so on. So the first layer of clear coat is on the boat. Gonna let this dry, look how it looks, and then I'm going to add at least one more coat, maybe two. Yeah. Just hate these little stupid creatures. They always seem to fly over the vanish and then they get high and then they fall into the vanish and ruin everything. So I'm probably just gonna wait half an hour here until the vanish is cured enough so that flies won't stick to it anymore. Stupid little pieces of fish. It's the next morning, the paint is dried. I sanded it with 400 grit again to remove any dust particles that have been stuck in there, and flies as well. And now it's smooth again, and I'm going to mix the second batch of paint. Well, that didn't turn out how I hoped it would turn out. I think, as you saw, I used normal brushes because I didn't have these little foam brushes anymore, and I remembered that with this paint on the paper jet I didn't have a problem with normal brushes, but on the paper jet it were like only very small areas that I painted, and on this big area here I have quite a few runners, and the thickness of the paint just varies from spot to spot. And I mean, it would probably be okay and safe, but it doesn't look good. Here you can see multiple runners. So I guess I'm just going to order some more foam brushes and let this dry completely, sand it again, and then I'm going to add one last coat with foam brush, like I should have done directly. No normal brushes with paint. Foam brushes are just way better. That's the deck all done. It's on here for 2 days now, so it's dry, you can touch it. It's quite good. Yes, so just remove the tape, and with that, the boat is done. Nice. I haven't reattached the gun weights yet. I'm going to round them and oil them as soon as the hardware arrives. Don't know when this will be. I ordered them a few days ago. So in the next video we are going to reattach them and install the hardware, and maybe take the boat out of the garage into my little space out there where I can rig up the mast and everything for the first time. But for this video and for the raw building site, that's it. Boat is done. Very happy. If you have any questions, also if you have ideas or things you think I could do with the boat, or adventures I could live with the boat, please let me know them down in the comment section. If you watched the entire series, really huge thanks to you. Really appreciated all the nice comments saying that you love my work. It really kept me motivated to keep on going and to keep making these videos. So thanks a lot. As always, if you enjoyed it, then please hit that like, maybe share it with some friends, and I will see you in 2 weeks when I hopefully, fingers crossed, have the hardware. So, bye bye!